screen.
All right. Welcome to the Drop Lounge. I'm your host, Cowabunga, and I'm here with a new co-host today. This is Aaron. Aaron, what's happening, man? Welcome to the Drop Lounge.
What's going on? Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I got a little feedback loop going here. Let me figure out where that's coming from and shut that down. There we go. Hey. All right, dude. Welcome in. How's it going?
Man, it is great. I am so excited to be here. You ever have like the opportunity to do something amazing that like fits exactly what you love to do?
Oh yeah, I know exactly that feeling when you're just in it all the time, and then all of a sudden that opportunity pops.
I knew you'd understand. You get it. Yeah, this is what I get to do being here at Fanable and working with Fanable.
That's awesome, man. Well, real quick, let's go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know what's going on. And we'll kind of get into the chat and welcome everybody in and hang out. Welcome in, chat.
Welcome, chat. Yeah, my name's Aaron Knowles. I am the Chief of Collectors Experience, the new Chief of Collectors Experience, taking over for my good friend Sergio over at Fanable. And I am your connective tissue to the community. I am the guy that's going to purchase, curate, and create these amazing drops that Sergio's already set me up for success with. And my job, what I take as the most priority part of my job, is finding out what the community, because that's what this is, it's a community, and finding out what they love, what they're excited about, and how I can bring that to them.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And we just got to give a huge shout out to Sergio for all of his hard work and everything he did putting into this, pulling the pieces together. I mean, there's a lot to do behind the scenes, and he absolutely crushed it. We love him, and I know he's out there watching. I know he's getting ready to get in there and scoop stuff up on the drop. So super excited for new transitions and moving forward. Everything pretty much the same, but going to be a whole new way of curating from your perspective. And I'm really excited about that. I know as we kind of continue the show and go on, we're going to learn so much more about you and your background. So guys, welcome in. If you're just joining us, welcome. Today we have a drop at 2:00. That's on fanable.io. And after that, we're going to have we'll tease some stuff that's going to happen after that. But if you want to get in a drop 2:00, you also can use the app. So if you're using the app on the iPhone or on the Android, you want to make sure that they're updated in the App Store. You don't want to be using the latest version for that.
Oh, man, that happens too many times where you're like, it's PlayStation is something that does that also. Like you ever sit down for a good gaming session? Who am I asking? You're busy all the time.
Oh yeah, dude.
The moment I have time to sit down to boot up the PS5, updates.
Every time. My son plays a lot of Fortnite. So does my daughter, and my wife does too. We all have Switches, but I play on the PlayStation. I swear, every time I'm sitting down, I'm like, all right, you guys go ahead, and I'll catch up.
I'll be there in about 30.
Yeah. Oh man, good stuff. Well, welcome in, chat. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. If you're watching, we are streaming on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on X. If you don't know, we do giveaways, and we've got a couple of those ready to give away. 2 of them, in fact. One that you can get on O'Milly T's show that we have, a little after party, and a little pregame that we do for the spaces on X. It's always a lot of fun over there with the community. And then we also have one that's given away on X. So you want to make sure you head over to X and retweet the stream, because that's how you're going to get access to that one. So all that being said, let's go ahead and pull up. I'm going to bring up our website here, and we can kind of go through what's going to be on the drop today. So
yeah, and as you do that, sorry to interrupt. I apologize. I am so chat. How's it going? I see some great people in there. Flacco, Sparty Party, Omegatron. Some great people in there. King Marquis. Thank you guys all for being here. What up, fam? Sean, I see that you got a question about your profile storefront management. I am actively, while we're in this conversation, I am actively like taking notes on these, and if I can't answer it myself, I will get you guys the answers. That's part of my job, being again where the rubber meets the road here. And so if you have questions, if you have comments, I'm going to take this down and I'm going to communicate them back with the people that I work with and see what we can do to make this experience better for you.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We are proactive, right? We're on the offense.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got the chat chiming in there. When are we going to get a profile / storefront management on Fanable? I'm loving questions like this. Would love to be able to categorize books for sale and put them in order or in separate collections.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Great note.
Yeah,
Great.
I love that. I love that. One thing that I'm hoping to get implemented is a couple of things like that. Basically ways to kind of like, if you see something on Marketplace that you like, that maybe you're considering putting an offer for, maybe save that to a list, like a wish list of things. Maybe you're able to heart it because, that's something that you're going to want to save up for or put an offer in later on, like things like that. And obviously organizing your collection. Like, these are all things that we are working towards. Like, again, this is a small team here, and I feel like what's been done so far, again, that since before I got here, has been immense in this community. And they've been listening, and they've been noting, and they've been working their butts off to get these things fixed, improved. And again, we have a whole roadmap where we are developing and trying to make this just an even greater experience. Man, Chris, I have so many things that I like that are in my brain that we're working on right now. I can't give too much away, but we
can get them to do it, chat. If we all come together, we can get them to do it.
Yes. King Marquis, I agree. I mean, right now there's a little bit of homework that people have to do, but that is a question that we see a lot, is how can I see what's been revealed? And right now, I had that question, I believe it was on Twitter the other day, that I answered directly, because I said, hey, right now the only answer that we have is to like kind of compare it to what's in the marketplace. And, I'll say this right now, we are prioritizing, making this platform like just a fully functional, great experience in every aspect before we start adding in a little bit more of the cosmetic stuff. So just give us a little bit of time. Again, it's a small team. We're all working. I can't even tell you how, like, my wife's pissed. I've been working some long days because I want to get to Sergio's level, and I want to get and come correct for you guys.
No, I absolutely love that. And I love the energy and drive that you're bringing for all that. I'm sure everybody in the chat and the community absolutely vibes with that as well, man. Thank you so much for just articulating that too, man. This is exciting times, and we're just getting started. This is episode 9 of the Drop Lounge, talking about all these epic drops going on, guys. This is wild how much has been done from just the beta testing into now what we're getting into. So super excited. Thank you again for everyone being here. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. We're going to go ahead and check out our drop today. So we've got the Mutant Mayhem happening, and there's 98 available. Like we said, we got 2 that we held aside that we're going to be doing giveaways for. You don't want to miss that. Head over to X and retweet. But Mutant Mayhem, let's go. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Another awesome case by Impossible Brief. Really love it there. So tell me, what do you think about these cases? What do you think about these cases, Aaron? I got to get your feedback on that, because we are just blown away every time we see Impossible Brief just knock it out of the park every time.
I actually, this is one of the first cases, obviously, that I got to work on, because again, like really early on, it was a quick handover between Sergio and I. And again, so many props to him, because he gave me, like, we spent literally days on like just chatting like this and me taking notes, because I'm a notorious note taker. I love it. And so this was like one of the first cases that I got to work on with him. And honestly, I love them. I wish these cases were real. I wish I could go somewhere online and order a copy of this case. Like, some of these are so sick. And again, Impossible Brief is only getting better with every iteration, and the cases are only going to get cooler. And man, I can't even tell you, like, I'm a case person. Like, I own probably a good 15 to 16 like Pelican cases, and I just wish, one of them looked as cool as these do.
Dude, you've got my like creative brain going right now. And all I could think about is I could see somebody in the community taking like a Peloton case and then straight up copying and like painting and making it look exactly like one of the drop cases. And then when you open it up, having like a screen that plays right there that's got the Fanable logo on it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's got a couple of different of the hits and the grails that were in it that are digital, that 3D spin around. So when you open the case, you can see that. Totally could see that.
I loved I had a conversation with comics and crypto guys the other day, and they were talking about how, you know, some, you know, these phygital and digital marketplaces are really taking advantage of AR in the community. And how cool would it be if you could open the case and like the reveal was like an augmented reality experience, you know? These are we have, you know, I'm my creative juices are constantly flowing because this community again is so creative. This team that I'm working with is so creative, not just Impossible Briefs, but everybody at Fanable. Man, I can't tell you how I know I'm getting distracted from the drop, but I got to tell you this, like working on these cases and then going back to the Fanable staff with questions and then having the support from them in every aspect at any time of the day this is an absolute reflection of what this community is building. And I've only been working with them for almost 2 weeks and I'm in love with it. I would not give this up for anything.
Right. I'm so with you, my brother. So with you guys. Thank you again for being in the chat. If you're just joining us, we are here for a drop that's happening at 2 o'clock. That's a little less than 19 minutes away. We're going to kind of discuss what's going to be in the drop today. These are some graded comics that are going to be available, along with some epic grails that we're going to chat about here in just a second. But we can kind of tease you a little bit more as you kind of see all this stuff coming out. But I kind of want to go back to Aaron, to you one more time, and just kind of mention a little bit about your history real quick, because I know, you know, this is your first show. We got to make it epic, man. This is
absolutely
mayhem, right? You know, there's a lot going on today, and I'm sure the chat would appreciate you and your background. I know you mentioned a lot about getting into the comic scene recently, with just like really diving into that. So I don't know, tell me a little bit about that, or if you want to share a little bit about X-Men or some mutants that's some of your favorites, you know.
Well, I am just an all-around nerd. Chris and I had a few moments before we got on this stream to talk about like what got us into like collecting and basically nerding out our entire lives. So I grew up, obviously Saturday morning cartoons were in their prime. I'm an 80s baby, so you know, SWAT Cats, Pirates of Dark Water, Captain Planet. Like I've got so I'll tell you where my niche as far as a collector is. I love like franchises that are like movies, shows. So I collect movie adaptations and show adaptations of like comics and movies and games and everything like that. So like I was going to show you, where is it at? So like Meteor Man when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. Or I've got Starship Troopers #1 signed by almost the entire cast. So I'm a huge like anything and everything. Like I said, SWAT Cats #1, Pirates of Dark Water #1. I'm a graded comic book fanatic. I love them all. But yeah, like that's kind of my background. Is I got into, really the reason that I got into comics completely was because my best friend and I, who we both served in the Army together, he was actually my soldier at one point. We started a podcast over COVID, and that was back in about 2020s when we started. So we're hitting about 5 years now of our podcast, which is called The Oblivion Bar, and it's my best friend's show talking about everything that's comics, video games, movies. We do reviews, we do battle royales that are just like, you know, simulated battles between any characters that we come up with that are totally randomized. We have a great time with it. And so he really got me into comics because he used to work at a comic store, and so that was kind of my introduction. And yeah, I served in the Army for about 20 years, 5 months. I retired last year. So I was in the job market, and, you know, I was really looking for something that combined my passion with my purpose, which is really like connecting with people and bringing them joy and making them happy. So what better than collectibles? What better than Fanable? And what better than working with a community that absolutely appreciates everything that we are curating?
Yeah, that is amazing. Well, first of all, thank you for your service. That's such a big deal. It's a sacrifice that a lot of us take for granted. So thank you. And I'm sure the chat would agree. It's a big deal. So thank you. And dude, that's wild. I love those opportunities that give you into those, you know, that story arc from coming from there into a place of collectibles and having that background. So that's super awesome. I'm with you, man. I'm a big nerd. I was a big fan of the Ninja Turtles. I think I showed it to the chat last. I gotta show you guys this. We had some. I know this isn't the Mutants, but it is a mutant.
Yeah, they are mutants. Absolutely.
These are the other mutants. We just had our other one that was pretty dope.
That's so cool. Is that like 3D printed?
3D printed, yeah.
Nice.
This guy, fantastic job on Instagram. But yeah, man, huge fan of the Ninja Turtle movies and all the 80s stuff, Back to the Future.
See, that's what I want. I want to find either I'm going to buy a 3D printer. I'm going to find somebody that has a 3D printer, and I'm going to have them start printing out like little mini drop cases of them, so we can have like a whole shelf of them, of just like miniature versions of these drop cases.
Let's go.
Now that's going to be a little difficult because again, I'm working on. So right now we have the drop today. We're finalizing up the next 2 drops after that. And then the next one is I've already submitted the what do you call it? Kind of the prototype idea behind that one. And yeah, there's really like no way somebody's gonna be able to recreate that one, even 3D printed. So I'm not even gonna reveal it. But
now my brain's really trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I got
What's up, Millie T? What's going on, man?
We got Millie.
Yes. And I see somebody in the chat that is a little familiar. What's going on, Sergio? What's up, buddy? Hope you're having the greatest day. You are the best. Super hard to fill your shoes with all your knowledge and all the stuff you have going on. It always blows my mind. I love it so much.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing still in the Discord, because if you're not in the Discord, let us know. We'll have to post the Discord on on some of our socials, so you guys can get in the Discord, because we do drop a lot of the information is in there as well. We're working on adding an email sign up onto the webpage, because a lot of people don't know that we do send out an email the day of, just reminding people, hey, this drop is imminent. And then, again, just like stay tuned to all the socials, because we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're dropping all the information constantly and just trying to make sure that everybody is engaged and everybody's aware of what we're about to put out, because I can't tell you, like, a lot of work goes into these drops because of how passionate we are about what we're doing here. And especially me, like, again, I'm up till 8, 9, 10 o'clock sitting here at the same seat, just like plugging away, making sure this stuff is perfect. Where, like Sergio, he had it down locked. I'll get there, but I got to work hard to be at the level that Sergio is at. And he is still missed. He's getting constant comments in the Discord and on social media about how much people miss him. And I hope that I can do him justice. And I hope the community welcomes me with open arms, like as they've already done so far.
Well, you got great vibes, and I feel it already, man. So it's going to be a great rest of the year. I'm feeling it, man. It's great. Yeah. I got some X comments coming in here. Thank you so much for the repost on there, El Batman. And we got Red Hot Snacks. Thanks for the repost on there. That's how you guys win one of the drops. Like we said, we've got one drop put away for the retweets on X. So if you want to make sure you get in on that, do it. But thank you again for everybody joining us. Sorry, I don't have my spectacles on, so I'm squinting at the chat. All right, but here, let's go ahead and pull back up and take a look at.
We got about 12 minutes left also. 11 minutes and 30 seconds, right?
Oh, man, yeah, we're coming in hot here. We'll zoom in on that real quick so we can see. Look at this, folks. Only 98 available. Now, again, you can buy one. When this hits 0, the buy now button will pop up here. On the desktop, same thing on the app. You'll be able to purchase one of them. And then after that, you can purchase 2 10 minutes later. After 10 minutes, you're able to purchase more than 2, actually, right?
Actually, I may have not changed that. So I apologize if I didn't change that in there. But basically, I'm going to let you guys know right now, you can buy 3 initially.
Let's go. Yeah. Wow. 3 on the first one. That's huge.
I wanted to go heavy. I wanted you guys to have, because there are some killer books. So you're going to have the opportunity to buy 3 cases within the first 10 minutes. And then after that, it'll be unlimited as normal, like we like to do after the 10 minutes. Wow. But yeah, let's take a look at some of these books, because I am, man, these next few drops, this one, I almost said it. The next 2 are, I got to be careful with you guys.
We're going to get them. We're going to flip them up. We need the alpha.
Yeah. The next, I don't know if I think I told you earlier, I just bought the grail for the, not 1, 2, but the 3rd next drop. And that thing, oh my God, it is going to be insane.
I can't wait to find out. I can't wait to find out. And we got some great ones in this drop
Yeah.
here, talking about grails. Man, let's do a rundown a little bit on what we've got here for today's drop. Mutant Mayhem.
Yep. Giant size X-Men. This is an iconic man. There's what is there to say about this book? It is recognizable. It is iconic. It is if you are a collector and you don't have this, but you're an X-Men collector, like you need to have this. This is, I mean, you can't really say much. So many first appearances, really the first X-Men team formation. This is an insane book of just iconic X-Men mutant history.
Dude, love it. And at 3.5, which is, again, for a comic book this epic and old, I mean, you're not going to find 9.8s and 10s, right?
Yeah, you're going to be hard pressed to find one that's going to be like reasonable, and this is 3.5 was hard to find itself, because we track these books down, like, it's a fun process. Like, I'm enjoying it. Like, I already like buying stuff on eBay. This
yeah,
but this is fun
stuff too. I can only imagine. Oh, we got a 9.8 here. And I believe this is one that's in the Vivi universe as well, which is really cool. There's a lot of crossover, I noticed, from the digital side on the Vivi.
Absolutely. Version. So this is obviously, this is New Mutants. Gosh, I'm forgetting the number. I think it's 98. Man, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I'm nervous working with being here right now. But yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is New Mutants 98. Yeah, I'm right. And so this is the first appearance of Deadpool. This is like iconic. If you enjoy your chimichangas, if you love Ryan Reynolds, if you love just the Merc with a mouth, if this is a huge crossover episode or issue, and it's just an iconic one that, again, 9.8 is already hard to find, but then a 9.8 that's signed by Rob Liefeld himself.
Huge.
Insane. Like, we had to bring in, and I know we called this kind of a chase, but this is really a double grail drop. Like, we are going hard in the paint with this specific drop because of I wanted to come in and just be like, boom, I am here in this community and I'm going to do what I can to make you guys excited and have fun with these drops. So we got a double grail with multiple phenomenal chases that are coming in after this. But yeah, I mean, and also I'm just going to let you know, probably right before we got this one, I did watch Deadpool versus Wolverine again for probably the 5th time. So
I love it. It's so good. It's so good. I had that today. I had to rock it because it's one of my favorites out there. Just you gotta love the story arc that they went through with the movies and the cinematic universe to make that happen. Like, the payoff was so good.
Absolutely, and it's weird because, like, Ryan Reynolds had been wanting to play the Deadpool character for years,
and the right way.
In the right way, and it's he is Wade Wilson. He is Wade Wilson. Like, that is, like, there's no.
He did what Tony Stark did to Iron Man. Absolutely.
Exactly. If he were, and also what John Cena did to Peacemaker. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Oh, nice, dude. So good. That was a good one. Yeah, that show's wild, man. Talk about pushing the limits. I love the show opener for that. It's insane.
Oh my God, the dance sequence is amazing. Well, again, 7 minutes left until the drop. So we got, you guys are, the drop is coming. It's imminent.
But next I would like to scroll in on it too as we get closer, just because I love the countdown. I know the chat loves the countdown too. A lot of us get so in the middle of everything. We have to remind chat, like, hey, it's like that last minute, 2 minutes, like, focus on the drop. Because I've been there. I know that feeling, especially, and a lot of us in the community come from that VV space. When those drops are coming, they're just like, boom, you got to hit it fast. It's gone.
The other things I'll say is, like, I really liked what you mentioned before. I talked to Sergio after the last show when he was on, and how you brought up the fact that people need to update, the app. They need to make sure it launches. They need to make sure if they're on a computer, like, make sure you turn it on early. I'm notorious for that. But also make sure that you're, and this sounds kind of, I'm not trying to sound greedy, but this is just a forewarning. Make sure your payment methods are up to date as well, because, one thing that we do see a lot of on drop day, is we see like bounce backs. So you'll see that the numbers start dwindling down and it'll get really low, and all of a sudden you'll see some start bouncing back into stock because people's payments don't go through.
Yeah, the rebounds are, I mean, it's great for some folks that didn't get the drop. They're like, yes, that rebound just came in. And then for the folks that unfortunately had to kick out, that is unfortunate. Sometimes they're bugs, and sometimes it's just making sure that it's all correct. And as the team is constantly working to make everything better, we always, how you got to reset your phone every once in a while, respring it. You want to do the same thing with your app. In fact, one of the drops, I was messing around too much on screen, telling everybody what to do, and I'm logging into my stuff. I'm like, the drop's about to happen. I'm not even logged in. It logged me out. So I had to make sure I was logged back in there, which was, that gets that heart rate going.
It does.
Sure.
It does. You get in those moments where, I mean, I can't even like, because I think what was it? I want to say Hamilton tickets for my wife one time. I was trying to buy Hamilton tickets and I had to wait in the waiting room, the virtual waiting room for like 30 something minutes to an hour. And when I finally got in there, I'm like, like trying to like click it. I felt like there was an episode of The Big Bang Theory when they're trying to get San Diego Comic-Con tickets.
Yeah.
And they're like, click, refresh. That's how it feels sometimes. One of the books that I wanted to talk about real quick, just I know we're getting down to some last few moments, but was the Wolverine #8 that just came out recently. This one I'm super excited for this one because if you're not tracking Daniel Warren Johnson as an artist in the comic community, you are very much missing out. Like Daniel Warren Johnson is one of those guys that has just had this insane rise to glory over the last few years. He had a couple of books come out like Murder Falcon, Extremities, which were amazing, and then he did a short story like arc, and it was called Do a Power Bomb, because he's a huge wrestling fan. He's also the artist and the creator of the a lot of the Energon universe with the new Transformers reboot. But the reason I bring all that up is because he did this cover work for this Wolverine #8. And it is absolutely sick. His art is amazing. Oh, he also did Jurassic League, which was like a Jurassic dinosaur version of the Justice League, which is cool. An insane story as well. Like, again, I love his comics, his writing. And the cool thing about this particular issue is that there's a special short story in the back that's all of his artwork and all of his his own personal developed story. So this is a really sought after cover right now in the comic community because it was a very limited run. To have it at a 9.8 and then also to have the digital version is this is going to be one of those ones where it's like a one of a kind, once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, this is an insane book and I love it.
So sick. I love the red and the black and the white, how it just pops and just it's awesome.
Yeah, I highly recommend looking up some of his work because he is just an amazing artist. And then the next one, which is the Uncanny X-Men I think it was #6. This one's not much of a key, but it's just one of the coolest covers that we've seen. And at a 9.9, again, this is such a rare book that I have not seen anywhere in any store. And so when we found this one, we were like, we got to get this one. I mean, it's not a key, but it's a 9.9 with the Thing and the X-Men, which is something you don't ever see. It's a Marvel 2-in-1. Again, it has this I don't know, uniqueness about it that I love. Batman Who Laughs, you said how many cases per person can you get? You can get 3 initially as soon as it launches, which is in, what are we looking at, 2 minutes? Man, you're able to get 3 cases. Toes. And then after 10 minutes, whatever is left after 10 minutes, we'll update the page and you'll be able to buy as many as you want after 10 minutes. We want to make sure that this is not Pokemon, guys. This is not Pokemon. We want to make sure that people can that everybody has a chance to get this. We want to make sure that you're not trying to stand in line for those Elite Trainer boxes at Walmart or for that Team Rocket briefcase that you really even never had a chance to get because some bot was online buying it. This is
opportunities galore here, facilitated by Fanable. Guys, under a minute. Thank you, chat. Guys, chat, if you're here, pay attention, lock in, dial in, as V Friends would say. You're a dialed in dog. You're a focused falcon.
Falcon. Let's show off the next one just real quick because we only have about 30 seconds left. But this is one of my favorites as well because, again, we went heavy with the Wolverine, heavy with the Mutants.
Look at that cover. Wolverine
#1 at a 9.8 by Chris Claremont.
Sick.
This is the first Wolverine as Patch. This is just an iconic cover. This is the first black suit Wolverine. This is just this is 5 books 5 or 6 books.
Let's get that countdown real quick. Here we go. Give them to them. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, folks. That buy now button's going to pop up. You now have, as long as they're available, to snag them. Let's see how quickly they go. Sorry, I love giving that countdown too, just because there's folks at home that forget what's going on and they hear the chanting and they hear the counting and they jump right into it. We've had some folks say thank you before on that. Whoa, we only have 55 available now out of the 98 that were there. 51. It is cruising, chat. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck on this drop. Let's see where we're at now. 45, guys. 45. It's probably been 30 seconds. Wow. Congratulations. If you got one, come back. Let us know if you pulled a grail or if you grabbed somebody or let's see, man. I'm excited. I'm always happy to look at the whatchamacallit.
Awesome.
The marketplace.
14 and 90. Good job, Sparty Party. Let's hear it. It's party time. I love he came up on Twitter and was like, he's like, let's go. And I said, party time. And he's like, I love again, people are just, they have a good time in this community. And it's all about having, like supporting each other. Cause I don't think I've heard anybody like really being, disagreeable or being any kind of like, it's all good vibes, man. It's all good vibes.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Ooh, 35 left, guys. 35 on there. Come back. Let us know in the chat if you grab yours. W's all around. Let's go. Batman, who laughs?
I'd love to see.
Congrats.
It's only 2?
Is it only letting you get 2?
Oh, that's weird because I just checked and it says 3 per user. Oh, Majin got number 1. I'm looking at it right now. It should be 3. That's odd. I'll have to talk to them about that.
All right. Thanks, Humble Creative. Yep. It's we love to count those down so everybody can get a nice reminder that it's popping up.
There was something else that I wanted to say, and I don't exactly remember what it was, but another one that's on here is this 9.9 Rogue that just is, anybody who watched Saturday morning cartoons, I'm pretty sure you were a fan of Rogue at some point. So, and that's a 9.9 in her Fire Savage Land
yes, I was a big fan of Rogue as a child, growing up in the 80s. I was I'll be 40 next year, put it that way.
I just turned 40 this year and I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh, I'm still 39, but then I remember I'm 40, but it's okay. I still feel 25 until I have a couple of drinks and then I feel 62.
Yeah, dude, that's always the worst. Brain is like, you can do this. It feels great. What did I do?
I'm going to live forever. My back.
Fuck.
Oh
man! Wow! Congrats on the chat and everybody picking it up. I'm seeing 2s all around. Let's head over to the marketplace real quick too. Actually, let's refresh the page and see where we're at now.
Well, I sincerely apologize. I see people coming up in the chat that it's saying it's saying only 2 and only allowing you to buy 2. So I will have to check in on that one again. Maybe that was something that I missed. But again, it's a learning situation. I appreciate your patience. Oh, somebody said they were able to buy 3.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah.
And they're already popping up in secondary. That's great. Yeah. So cool. I appreciate the heads up. Again, this is how we make this situation better. I love the fact that we're doing this live. So thank you so much.
Yes,
Chris,
great
for having me on
from
here.
Everybody in the chat. I love that everyone. You can see a lot of people are on YouTube hanging out. We appreciate that. 58 and 98 for Mando.
Let's go. You guys are awesome. See, nobody's being negative. Everyone's being positive. This is such a cool, positive vibes community.
The newest we can do drop. Oh, my spectacles on. There's Mutant Mayhem. So here we go. The latest. And we could even go a step further.
All right, we're at about 25 left. So I don't know. Maybe if you guys are wanting to try and pop in there, maybe grab that 3rd if you're still thinking about getting the 3rd. If not, again, about 6 more minutes and I'll be able to, open it up to as many as you do want. Man, these are gonna be cracks and saves, and I'm excited to see because that's one thing I love. I love the fact that you guys are so smart about buying these things and then holding on to them. I am terrible. I do not have that self-control.
It's hard, right?
You guys are so impressive.
I don't mind showing off. This is my profile page. And if you guys get time, go in and decorate your profile page. Get it all decked out with your stuff. These are actual, this is a picture I took and I cut them all out. And these are all my action figures. But I got a few cases myself in there because I just love the setup, the way they look. Like, this is probably definitely my favorite one.
Can I confess something to you?
So good. What's up?
So one of the first questions I had was would I be allowed to purchase cases? Because of course I want to be able to purchase these cases. You know, these are so cool.
Right.
And man, I was told no, not in the primary market, which I totally understand. It makes total sense.
Right.
We are not in the business of purchasing our own product before everybody has the opportunity. We are allowed to purchase them after, on the secondary market. But I love the fact that that was the initial, that is the rule that is put out initially when we come on board this company, because it's just because we also support the community again as well. That money goes right back into the community if we want one. And it's it's the fact that this Fanable is comprised of people that are in the community, that care about the community, and just want this community to succeed and not go the way of like HRO and go the way of these other companies.
Yes.
Because this is such a unique space. The digital space is so unique to have that book that supports that digital property. And I'm in love with this concept. I think that it's going to be something that catches on. I cannot wait to come to the conventions near you and talk to you guys in person. If you're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, let's, look for me. I'll be wearing my Fanable shirt. Like, let's chat. Let's have a good conversation. And, never be afraid to reach out to me. Never be afraid to reach out on the Discord and start a conversation. Like, we want this community to succeed, and we want to be there to succeed. And we can't do that without you. And you could potentially do it without us, but I don't think really you can. So this is in the mutant Spider-Man speak, it is a symbiotic relationship, and we are here to do our best.
I love that symbiotic in Spider-Man talk. That's the best. Yo, Michael, yes, it does allow you to get 3. You got to buy 2, then you can go back and buy the third one. So if you did buy 2 and you're trying to get the third one, go back and see if you can snag it now. Thanks for the feedback, guys. This is fantastic. Yeah. Oh, Mando, grab the third one.
Batman says, "Oh, I may have panicked."
I may have panicked. That's always what happens, man. I tell you what, just every time it's just like the FOMO and like you can't miss it. And
yeah,
I totally get it. Fanable, I got 125x grade CGC keys. Want to buy them all for 20% off. I think we're all right. What do we got here? Oh yeah, it's 3. It seems I may have panicked.
I will say this. I absolutely love the Batman Who Laughs character. That is actually one of the characters that got me into comic collecting. I'm going to show you one of my favorite keys. By the way, we're about 3 minutes from opening it up to everybody being able to buy as many as they want. We are I'm tracking 15 available. Yeah. So I think people are figuring out that they can buy 2 and then go back in there and buy another one. But let me show you my favorite thing, Batman Who Laughs, because again, I love your screen name. So one of my favorite artists because of this is a gentleman named Doug Monk. And I'm going to get these all changed over to CGC, by the way, so I can put them up on Fanable, but I'll never sell them ever. But Doug Monk did like a 7, or I think it's 8 issues. No, it's a 7-issue run of Dark Knight's Death Metal. And it starts with number 1. And the first one is, I don't know if you can see this. It's Batman like shredding.
Wow.
And the whole series is all 7 of them. So number 2 is Wonder Woman from Death Metal. She's on like a harpsichord type thing. She's got her weapon. Yeah. And these are all signed, by the way, by Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder, Jason Fabok, every single one of them, because I love those guys. And and you guys will find out this is Superman obviously shredding. Like, they're basically doing like a whole bandstand. The cool thing about this, so one thing you guys will, I'm excited, and I'm going to show you a couple more. These are like the last couple, but my favorite one I say with the Batman Who Laughs is because this is number 7, and I got about a minute before I need to add this to make sure we can do as many as you guys want. But I'm bringing this up because I have a lot of connections in the comic community, so I am really excited for the coming months and drops and future of Fanable, because I'm going to use every single string every single every single opportunity I can to bring you guys the coolest and best drops. I'm going to call in every favor. I'm going to call in every friend. I'm going to call in everything, all the big guns. And I'm going to bring you guys some of the coolest stuff that you've never seen. We're going to do partnerships. We're going to do collaborations. We are going to do some exciting stuff. I am doing my absolute best not to, I got to refresh it, to not curse, because I am 20 years in the military. By the way, it's just now been opened up to you guys buying as many as you want.
All right. This usually tends to sell out right afterwards. So that is your warning. If you're hearing us in the chat, last chance to scoop them up there. There's 11 available, but they will go quickly.
Yeah, we're down to 10 now. And yeah, so like that's my promise to this community, is I'm going to use every single facet that I have to make sure that you guys get the coolest stuff, because I think that's one thing that is already been established, in this community. Yeah, I plan to, Batman. But that's one thing that's already been established in this community, as that it is a unique space of amazing opportunities, and the possibilities of what we can do together are endless. And if I can bring in those that make the decisions, those that make the creators, if I can bring them into this directly and have them be, avenues and channels of some cool stuff, man, I am going to do it. I'll show you this.
Let's go. Is everybody pumped in the chat? Like, I'm pumped for all this. Throw some dubs in the chat. We need some W's in the chat for Aaron, who's bringing this energy, bringing the vibes, and going to take us to the next level here. Let's see those dubs.
We got 7 left, 7 cases left. But I'm going to show you this. This is, I don't know if you guys even know that John Bernthal is an artist. This is his. He did this. And wow. So yeah, this is a what? Portuguese version of the What If Punisher, and he did that and signed it. And yeah, so like
I did not know he was an artist. That's wild.
No, and yeah, I didn't either until I had, I got this, and I'm like, I'm going to use all of these avenues, man. Again, I'm so excited for I'm telling you, like, I just bought again that grail for the not
what was that grail again that you were talking about? What was it?
Not gonna do it.
Come on, chat, we got to get him. We'll get it. We'll get this out of it. Guys, let's see how many are left right now. 4. There are 4 left, folks. You know what happens after this. If you don't end up getting one, you can head over to the marketplace where you can see if there's any for sale. Usually they're pretty reasonable in the very beginning, and then after everybody comes and scoop those up, it is a little bit harder to scoop those unless the grail has been found. So, and then people are also holding. We're in the beginning stages of all this, so.
And that's, again, I was saying that earlier. I kind of got started. I think I got sidetracked, which I tend to do. I'm a very yeah, exactly. Thank you. You just took that out of my mouth. One thing I really respect about this community is also it's comprised of entrepreneurs and people who really think strategically and with a business mindset. And that's the thing, is like, you guys know, as this community begins to drop, people are going to look back and they're going to be like, man, I wish I could have gotten that drop, or I wish I could have gotten that case. So you guys are locking them in, you're holding on to them, and you're saving them, because when this community, and it will grow, I promise you, I promise you that my entire existence, besides the time that I spend with my wife, because don't let her hear the other stuff, it will be dedicated to making sure that this entire, endeavor grows, because again, it's my passion. And so as people come in, they're going to want those cases. They're going to, and not just to open them, but again, to collect the cases. How many collectors do you know are willing to go out there and spend a ridiculous amount of money just to get to complete a set?
I know. That's exactly. I was right there with you with the, again, there's so many of us that come from the VV world, and it's just really unique that we have cases like, for the drop. I just thought that was so cool, and that different element side of things that I'm so excited to see what the community ends up doing there. So
yeah.
Real quick refresh to see where we're at. It still says we're live, so we can't be sold out yet.
I got 3.
left.
I'm seeing 3.
You see 3? Okay, yeah, me too.
One thing I'd love to hear from the chat is if you can tell me what some of your favorite properties are that you'd like to see be a digital piece, like be a phygital piece. Like, what would you like to see in the marketplace? Like, what is a dream franchise? What is a dream comic? What is a dream key issue? Like, because I know I'm a fan of, and I'll show you this right now, Battle Beast from the Invincible series. Like, this is a new series that just dropped. This is a John Boy Myers cover. Oh, and that's another thing. I'll let you guys know this right now. You might notice, like, as the foils start rolling in, there are some, not like cosmetically, they're not looking 100 best as they could be, you know. So we're working on that. We're working with Brinks, who does the scans. We're constantly working on improving everything. A horror box,
Oh,
hell
I saw
yeah.
that.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. I am saving that one for sure. A zombie box and a
A
horror
zombie
box.
box. That's a cool idea too. I like
I
that.
love it. I love it. A
This is my
zombie
favorite comment right
MVP box. Yep.
here, right now. 3 months straight of sellouts. Congratulations. Let's go. Gotta love that. I know we're almost sold out here in just a second with just 3 of them left.
One Piece cards. Okay. What if I told you guys that I was working on on potentially doing a Pokemon drop? How excited would you be for that?
Oh, I'm excited. That's very exciting. That's
That's
man,
something. That's something
that.
I can release that information, because and then if you saw a Pokemon drop, what kind of cards, like, you know, because there's, I mean, obviously there's some amazing cards out there right now. Like, that's one thing that let's check before I go into this too much more. There are 2 available left. Okay, so Pokemon wise,
I know the format's always changing with because we talk. The chat knows, you know, my son is a TCG junior player, and he plays nationally, and he's ranked in there. Actually, he just finished the season for the U.S. ranked 24th, for U.S. and Canada ranked 27th, and in the world he's ranked 72nd in the world for Pokemon TCG. So he is so into those cards, and I have so many Pokemon cards coming out of my house and eyeballs and everywhere when you walk in the house. He's always educating me, and I'm always learning. So I am super excited about that. I'm sure it can help bring some more folks in on that.
Yeah. No, I love that, because I you know, I was saying earlier when I was talking with Chris that I have a lot of background in Pokemon. I used to play competitively. I used to judge professionally. So cool. And I still have like some of my own personal collection. I did end up selling a lot of them before, but I would love to curate an amazing Pokemon collection. And I'm thinking, you know, again, some of the stuff that I'm thinking about are like a little bit smaller drops with maybe, you know, a nominal price, like a nominal entry fee, like to get those cases, like nothing too big, like probably nowhere near as big as some of these drops. Like, they're going to be very exclusive if we get into the Pokemon ones, because if we can, we're going to make them again as exciting as possible. And Pokemon, I love the fact that there are so, like, I mean, I don't know. Oh, man, Magic is doing some amazing things right now. What else? Oh man, there's just some exciting things going on.
Thank you, Video Shane. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm still seeing one more. So somebody's either trying to buy it or somebody is going to buy it. There's one left
for $100. And you know, who knows if the grail's been pulled yet? The chat will let us know. And guys, don't forget, you can win. There's 2 boxes. There's 2 cases still available.
Oh yeah.
You got those are for the giveaways, so you need to make sure you get in on those. That's on X. You want to go over there and retweet that. And a lot of people have been doing that. And we got 277 folks watching right now. That's amazing. Oh, wow. That's amazing, guys.
Yeah, that's growing. I am so excited that you know, again, thank you so much, Chris, and thank you to the community for having me here. Thank you to Fanable for allowing me to have this opportunity. Again, I just want to say one thing, that with everybody that I've spoken to on the Fanable team, they are so welcoming, and I couldn't have asked for a better mentor to bring me into the community, like as Sergio. Again, I know he'll be sorely missed, and I'm hoping that with my energy, my passion, and my dedication to this community, and dedication to Fanable and the community, it's just gonna, again, it's gonna inspire people to bring more people in. And that's what one of the goals that I have when I go to places like San Diego Comic-Con. You know, when I go there, I plan on just walking around and talking to people, and if I can get some incentives to give away, if I can give some stuff, you will want to find me. If like, I'm not afraid to toot my own horn. I am a fun person to hang out with. So if you see me at Comic-Con, you better say hi. We're gonna snap a photo. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna go buy some comics, and we're gonna have a great time. Like, I guarantee you that is my personal branding, is to have a good time. You ever want a hype man? Just call me.
I already feel it right now. Let's go. We just sold out, folks.
Oh man,
it is gone. The only way you can now pick up a mystery case for this drop is
Fanable
on the
meetup.
secondary market.
I love the idea of Batman. I love. Oh, I'm just gonna type that. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. I love that idea. You know what? If you're at San Diego Comic-Con, Batman, I will buy you lunch for that amazing idea. That is a promise. That is a promise. I will buy you lunch, Batman. That is, yeah.
Looks like some of the reveals here.
Fanable trade swap meets. Oh, that's a good idea too. I like that. I like that. You guys are geniuses.
Right? Popping out some good stuff. I love that. Maybe even some activations. Maybe if we run into some folks and they just happen to have a case or something in their wallet. Yeah. You know, that we could have some real fun. I love the ideas of incentives. That's awesome.
Yeah. I love, so again, that's the creative aspect of it. I love the fact that, people might have a case. It would be so cool. What would be really cool is to run into somebody that did have a case and just like me record us, like them opening it up and their reaction, and then them like screen recording at the same time and doing like a side by side. That would be so much fun
for that. Yeah.
I
love the case reveals. One, the animation's amazing.
Right.
And two, I'm just like, what are they going to get? I need to know.
So I'll let you know this. I'm not going to get into too many details, but I had a really cool meeting yesterday with Alex. Do you know Alex, right? The co-founder and Impossible Briefs. And I'm not going to give any information away on what we were working on, but I got to see some templates for some things that are going to blow your guys' minds. Like
already blow our minds are already blown with like everything that this is, and I that's amazing.
If you implode it, is it still being blown?
These are the questions.
These are the questions, right?
At night we think about, because don't look at me is happening with Fanable. I love it so much, guys. Thank you all for being here. Aaron, you were amazing on our first show together. I definitely am excited for the next one. You brought the energy. You got the great vibes. Chat. Chef's kiss to the chat. Always there, always engaging. We appreciate you. Over 299 folks hanging out with us here today. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the stream. You want to get in on that giveaway that we have. Aaron, if there's anything you want to say other than that, I'm Gucci. I'm ready for the next week.
Yeah, I just want to say, so don't we usually reveal some stuff about the next drop? Is that what everybody's waiting for?
Is that what we're sticking around for? Is that why we got 303 folks just chilling, hanging, viewing all this stuff? All right, so
I think I need the chat to let me know. I need some flames, or I need something. Video Shane, yes, let's touch base, but let's get some flames going in the chat. And if it gets hot enough, you might be able to sweat out some information from me about next week's drop.
Come on, chat. Let's bring the heat for us. I need to know this. All right, I gotta have some heat. If we don't get enough heat, we're just won't say it. That's the bit. I mean, this is the bit.
I'll just hang up.
At the same time, if you don't give us some fire, I can't give you the information. So
I will literally hang up.
Ooh, it's well, it's getting a little warm. Batman bringing the heat. Mando bringing the heat. Come on, guys. We got to have some more fire in here. We gotta have some more fire in here. Oh, maybe we'll wait till next week, or maybe a drop we could say in the Discord if we got those folks that are loyal in that Discord.
If it's too cold, I'll just wait. I'll just cancel next week's drop.
Ooh, man, really bring us, man.
I'm kidding. I would never do that. They would never let me do that.
Video Shane bringing the heat. Oh, man.
Okay, so you know what? I like Batman Who Laughs, Video Shane, Mando, like all you guys. We have so many people in here. I appreciate those flames. You guys are giving some love. I guess I could give a little bit of information on the next stream. I'm trying to remember so I don't give too much away. What did Sergio say about this drop this week? I'm curious. I don't remember exactly, but I don't want to be too revealing. But
true.
You know what? I'll just give you the basics. So next week's so you know how when you go out and you buy comics and sometimes there's like different versions or different cover, what do you call those things?
Variants.
I think that's what they're called. Variants. So I think we're gonna focus on that word.
Oh man, that sounds very interesting.
Very interesting. Get it? Very interesting. Huh?
Variant work here.
Is that enough information, or should I give more?
I think they can figure it out from there. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? You might have to give
virgins.
You might have to give one more piece of a little bit of a clue, because Sergio loved to pull the David Yu stuff and throw a little something in the background that we're always like, oh, so we always kind of tease this that way.
That's true. Let me see.
I'm trying to think if there's something you could do that could kind of share, because I know we got some folks that are still kicking it with us right now that would want to know.
I'm, honestly, I will just leave you with this. I don't see. Here's the thing: the ones that we are putting into this next drop are very hard to find, that I don't even own them. So I can't even show you a copy because they're too limited of variants to show you.
I think that's pretty good.
I think that should be good enough, because I'm talking, these are some hot variants that majority of them are one of a kind. And we're going like, we are like, oh God, I'm looking at the list right now. And there's one insane grail that is valued so much more than this week's grail. And if you know how Giant Size X-Men at 3.5 is an expensive grail, this one's higher on the list. And then the chases are all more expensive than the chases from this week.
Let's go, chat. That's a lot of information. If you stuck around to the end, you got blessed with all that. And I'm sure there'll be more detective work and lots of chatter in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Lots of community happening there, lots of fun. And then the fastest information, you want to know what's happening with us as quickly as possible, make sure you're on X and following us there. You're not going to want to miss that. Aaron, that was epic. An awesome first show. I love that you dropped a little alpha there for us in the end. And then chat, thank you so much, community, for being here, hanging out with us, enjoying another drop. I can't believe we sold out again.
Yes.
I mean, this is pretty awesome. Our next week episode is episode 10. Let's go. Super excited for that one. It's going to be a great one. And I love the vibes, love the energy.
Thank you so much, everybody, for making this another successful drop. For my first drop, I am so internally grateful for you guys for making this a success. I'll be honest, I was kind of nervous because I was like, oh, if it doesn't sell out, guess what? I'm not going to be here next week. But but you guys have secured my job for another week, and I am eternally grateful for it, because I love this job and I want to give you guys my 100%. And so I just want to say thank you again from me, from the team at Fanable. Chris, thank you so much for having me. This is you are a professional to the highest degree. Your setup, your show, everything is phenomenal. So thank you so much for having me.
I felt it the whole way through. The chat got us there, and then the content really helps. That it makes content for us essentially. This is so much fun. So having a blast. So thank you, Delio Bob. Appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Love to everybody. Love it, everybody out there. You guys are the best. We will catch you on the interwebs. Let us know if you have any questions. We always appreciate the feedback. It was another great show, guys.
Yes. Thank you for all the notes, guys.
Yeah. See you on the next time.